A court in China has sentenced 2 people to death over the contaminated milk scandal last year, which killed 6 babies and left more than 300,000 children ill.
One of the 2 men had made and sold more than 600 tonnes of watered-down formula milk, to which the chemical melamine had been added to disguise the lack of protein. Well, our correspondent in Beijing, Quentin Somerville, told me the parents of the sick babies wanted even harsher sentences.
That won't be enough for many of the parents whose children became sick in this scandal. 300,000 babies were poisoned as a result of melamine being added. 6 children died. They wanted the death sentence for the chairwoman, and they'll also be asking the question, why has our government let this happen yet again? Because this is the second baby milk scandal in 4 years. 4 years ago, it was milk powder that had no nutritional value, which was worthless, valueless, was being given to babies. They died of malnutrition. 13 died then. So many questions being asked about this, but the Chinese government, the Communist government, want to shut this down as quickly as possible. So after this court case, there aren't expected to be any further prosecutions.
And they've pinned the blame, the government, on the milk producers and the big dairy companies. But there are suggestions, aren't there, Quentin, that they pretty much were involved in covering it up, certainly at the provincial level, because they didn't want to taint the run-up to the Olympics.
Absolutely. There was news of this beginning to filter out. And Carrie, I'll tell you, we visited some of the farmers in Hebei province near Beijing just last week, and they were telling us that since 2001, since many of them started dairy farming, people have been adding stuff to milk. They've been putting in chemicals, melamine and other chemicals too. And this wasn't just happening in one particular part of the country or with one particular company. 22 companies were involved in this, all across China. This contamination was taking place, and that's what's making people very angry. Gary, if you speak to ordinary Chinese people and ask them about what was the thing that made them most angry last year or made them most upset, they won't talk about Tibet, they won't talk about the earthquake in which tens of thousands of people died, they'll talk about this milk scandal.